Okay. All right. Good job, you guys. You did a great job. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. Any questions? All right. So that's all the vocab in this first section, right? So again, you guys, the goal here is to like use them. Okay. And so let's just kind of take a look at como vas, right? So if I said to you, como vas al parque, como vas de viaje, how are you going to travel? Como vas de viaje, how are you going to travel? Okay. So I'm going to just put some questions up here. Let's see. And let's see. Where are my questions? Let me stop sharing. Oh, I know why. This is your thing. Okay. Okay. So let's listen for some questions. Okay, you guys. What if I say to you, ¿cómo vas en Argentina? ¿Cómo vas en Argentina? Okay, and I'm gonna put up a blank thing here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna share. So make sure if you've been writing these down, right, make sure that you're looking at. So our question is going to be, ¿Cómo vas? And so how, right? How are you getting someplace? How are we traveling? Because remember, we're talking about modes of travel, right? So if I say to you, ¿Cómo vas en Argentina? Okay, you can say to me, and yes, we need accents. You can say to me, clase, voy en Argentina en tren, right, you guys? By train. Everybody see what I'm doing here? Clase? Sí o no? Give me a thumbs up. So your response, right, should be, and you could also say a Argentina. So your response is going to be something like this, okay? And you're going to tell me how, like what mode of transport. Okay, everybody ready? And you can answer in present tense. Generally speaking, I go by train. You could say I'm going to go, right, in the near future, or you could say I'm going right now, estoy yendo, right? All right. So here's my next one. Okay, so listen carefully. ¿Cómo vas? Atlanta. Pretend. ¿Cómo vas? Atlanta. Do you go by foot? Do you fly? Do you go by car? Do you go by subway? ¿Cómo vas? Atlanta. And you can put it in the chat or you can unmute. How would you answer the question? Arshad, pop it in the chat. ¿Cómo vas? Atlanta. Okay, so we got to have our little preposition here is going to be en, meaning by. Okay. Yep. En coche. Okay, muy bien. Joe, Arshad, ¿cómo vas? Atlanta. There you go. There you go, Brooke. Arshad, it can be a lie. You know, that's one of the good things about learning a foreign language. You can actually lie, right? Because we're practicing. You can lie, make it up, have fun with it. Arshad, how would we say I go to Atlanta by plane? There you go. Muy bien. Voy a Atlanta en avión. Very good. You guys are good. Okay, let's listen to the next one. ¿Cómo vas a la tienda? You guys remember what is a tienda? ¿Qué es una tienda? Una tienda de ropa, una tienda donde venden frutas y verduras y comidas, right? A store, okay? Una tienda. So, ¿cómo vas a la tienda? ¿Cómo vas a la tienda? ¿Yo, Marion? ¿Cómo vas a la tienda? Muy bien. Muy bien, Brooklyn. Anybody else? Yo, Marion, ¿cómo vas a la tienda? You can unmute if you like. Arshad, hop in the chat. Muy bien, Jamarian. Okay. Muy bien. So we could say voy a la tienda en barco, by boat. Voy a la tienda en tren, right? By train, see? Or what else? We could also say voy a la tienda. You guys take a look at my screen. Voy a la tienda a pie, right? On foot. I go to the store on foot. Okay? A pie. All right, muy bien. Okay, let's try a few more. ¿Cómo vas? ¿Cómo vas a visitar la familia? What am I asking you? ¿Cómo vas a visitar tu familia? Your family. ¿Cómo vas a visitar tu familia? What am I asking you? ¿Qué quiere decir la pregunta? ¿Cómo vas a visitar tu familia? What am I asking? Yeah, how do you visit your family? Muy bien. So have fun with it. ¿Cómo vas a visitar tu familia? How could we answer that question? I'd like for you guys to unmute if you can. Okay. Muy bien. Muy bien. So we need that verb visitar too, Brooklyn, right? I go to visit. Jamarian, ¿cómo vas a visitar tu familia? Rashad, ¿cómo vas a visitar tu familia? Okay. Rashad? There you go. Perfect, Brooklyn. All right, so let's look at the question. ¿Cómo vas a visitar tu familia? Okay, so let's look at the question, right? How do you go to visit? How do you go to visit? So I would just take my you go, right, Joe Marion? And say I go. So I would say voy and then finish up. I go to visit. right? Mi familia. How do we want to say, you guys? En avion, right? By plane. Or en metro, right? I take the subway. Oops. Okay. So, vas a visitar, and you just make it voy a visitar. Okay. Everybody clear with that one? See? All right. One last one. And this one, you're going to have to tell me aloud. Okay. You're going to have to unmute. So, ¿cómo vas al parque? ¿Cómo vas al parque? ¿Cómo vas al parque? Do we know what a parque is? We do. ¿Cómo vas al parque? Work it up, put it in the chat. And then let's unmute for this last question. ¿Cómo vas al parque? Yeah, you're good. You just need to get rid of the en. Because the en, I mean, the a pie replaces en in that instance. Okay, very good. So you want to unmute, Brooke? ¿Cómo vas al parque?
Voy al parque a pie.
Perfect. Yay! Round of applause for Brooke. Muy bien. Okay. Arshad, you want to throw one out? Joe Marion, let's hear. ¿Cómo vas al parque? Voy al parque. How are you going to get to the park, Joe Marion? You want to go by train, by metro, by car? How do you want to get there, Joe? Arshad? How do you want to get to the park?
Voy al parque en metro.
En metro. Muy bien. Muy bien. Arshad? ¿Cómo vas al parque? How are you going to get to the park? Okay. All right. Any questions, you guys, about any of that? I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now. Okay. Clase? Any questions about any of that? Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. And I need to check one thing real quick. I got to refresh my screen. Okay. Wait on. Okay. There are a couple of us who need to finish the práctica on jugar. There are a couple of us that need to finish let me look again. Our visual translation. There's a couple of us who need to finish our speaking practice and our reading, Dia de Deportes. We have approximately 10 minutes. Would you guys like to have 10 minutes of work time today? I didn't look at VHL if you had anything in VHL. Or would you like to go ahead and start, I can introduce you to our AR verbs in past tense. What do you prefer? You want to keep moving or you want to stop and do some work? It's our Friday today, so I'm going to let you all decide. You could start Monday fresh with the AR verb things, or we can look at it today. What would you prefer? Jamarian? Okay. Jamarian, you want work time or you want to just forge ahead? Okay. All right. So let's do some work time, you guys. We have about 10 minutes. Remember, progress reports are due tomorrow. If we're opting for work time, then that's what we need to be doing, right? We need to be working. Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do, Brooke. I can let you start I can let you start the cultural thing today. Do you want to do that? I was going to save it for later, but I can let you start that today. Or do you want to work on your math? Okay. All right. So I am in Go Guardian, Joe, if you're working on something, and I'll be happy to help. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Our schedule next week is different. Yeah, we only have 2 days together next week, you guys. It's yes, for the next 2 weeks. So Friday of next week is a teacher work day, and you guys don't have school. And then the Monday after that is President's Day, and teachers have a work day, but you guys don't have school. So the schedule is in your bulletin board in Canvas. Jojo, I just sent you a link in chat. So open that in another tab. And then pause right there. And I want to show you something real quick. So this first bullet point right here, Jojo, are the ones for regular verbs, right? And then the rest of these are when they're irregular, right? Yeah. So, Jamarian, I'm gonna put this in. Jamarian, check the chat again, please. Okay, guys, that's our time for today. You did a great job making connections. Yeah, thinking outside the box. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, you guys. If you have a question, please reach out. Okay? Thanks for everything today. Adios a todos. Adios a todos. Enjoy your Friday. Okay? Adios. Bye, Brooke. Bye, Jojo.